Hey, big kids. So we're going to read Jake Drake Know-It-All, Chapter 5, KIA/DIA. I wonder what that could stand for. Maybe KIA kind of reminds me of maybe Know-It-All, DIA. Maybe this is Know-It-All, Do-It-All. I don't know. Well, let's read and find out. Remember, if you are not interested in reading along with me, you can skip this video and just go on to your assignment, no problem. But if you are, let's get started. That night after dinner, I told my mom and dad about the science fair. We were having ice cream for dessert. Mom and I had chocolate, and Dad and Abby had vanilla and strawberry. Abby's my little sister. She's 2 years younger than I am. So back then, when I was in third grade, Abby was a first grader. I handed the science fair booklet to my dad. Right away, he flipped through it. He looked at each page for about 2 seconds. He said, "Okay, yeah, that makes sense. This is good. Fine. Great, Jake. This will be a lot of fun." Then he ripped the permission slip off the back page, signed his name, and handed his pen to me. "Just sign on the line, Jake. There you go. Now we're all set. So what do you think? You want to make a rocket, or maybe a volcano? Those are a lot of fun. Or maybe a model of a planet. I always loved making Saturn, the one with all the rings. That's a great project." Now wait a minute. Let's stop for a second. He wants me to make a rocket or a volcano. Do you remember? In the instructions, it said that they can't have anything that explodes. So how can he make a rocket or volcano? You know what that tells me? It tells me his dad probably didn't read it very carefully. And now look. Meanwhile, my mom started reading the booklet carefully. Oh, yeah, because if he just took like 2 seconds on a page, there's no way he read all the instructions, right? Okay, so let's get going. Abby wasn't doing anything except stirring her ice cream around and around in her bowl. Mom said, "My goodness, Jim, did you see there's a prize for first place?" "Well, of course." "Well, sure," Dad said. "There's always a prize for first place. When I won my 7th grade science fair, I got a nice trophy, but I think my sister threw it out when I went to college." My mom winked at me, but then she said to Dad, "Okay, there's a prize, but you don't know what the prize is." So do you see how the mom winked? So she winked at him because he really didn't read it. He's just more interested in kind of talking about when he won the science fair. Oh, and if we look at the illustration here, so see, it looks like Dad's looking over the booklet here. And then this must be Abby eating her strawberry ice cream. And then the mom and then Nick. Cool. My dad said, "Well, no, I mean, not exactly, but I know there's a prize, so we'll try to win it. Right, Jakey? Like with a rocket or something real exciting. The judges love exciting projects." Mom had flipped to another page. She looked sideways at me and said, "Jake, why don't you tell your dad why you will not be making a rocket for the science fair?" Oh, hey, that's like what we were just talking about, huh? I said, "That's because on page 3, it says I can't make anything that burns or smokes or explodes." Dad said, "Well, there are other kinds of rockets, like the kind that use water power, a water rocket. So we could still make a rocket." Mom laughed and said, "That sounds like something a KIA/DIA might say." Hey, that's the title, isn't it? So we're going to pay attention here because something important's happening. I said, what's that mean, KIA/DIA? Abby looked up from her ice cream soup. She said, "I know. It means know it all, do it all. Mommy told me." Hey, that's what I was predicting. That's awesome. And I remembered that I had heard Mom say that before. One time, Dad wouldn't read about how to put a new bicycle together, so Mom said he was being a KIA/DIA. Oh, cool. Okay, hold on. I'm going to pause here for a second. I'm running out of video, but I'll be back.